VEO3 is here and it's shocked the entire industry.
Alex, what was that?
But it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Are you trying to replace me with AI?
What? No, I'm just trying something new. Just do the normal intro. It's fine.
All right, VEO3 just dropped, and I'm gonna show you so many incredible examples of VEO3 in action. Let's get into it. Oh, and Alex, don't do that again. Anyways,
let's get into it.
All right, I've been seeing a ton of these street style interviews, hyper realistic, where someone is interviewing people on the street who kind of just stumbled out of a bar. They all are either a little bit tipsy or drunk, and VEO3 has been recreating these so well. So here are two that I've made. The dialogue between them didn't exactly match my prompt, but I'll show you some others where it's pretty compelling. So this is street interview, hyper realistic, guy interviewing two girls, all Gen Z. They just came out of a bar, kind of tipsy drunk. The interviewer asks, okay, low key, can you believe we aren't real? Then girl one says, I don't know about you, honey. I'm 100% real, in a sassy attitude. Please do not clip that. And girl two says, yeah, bet, we're as real as they come, almost interrupting the first girl. Okay, so here's the first video.
Okay, low key, can you believe we aren't real?
I don't know about you, honey. I'm 100% real.
Yeah, bet, we're as real as they come.
All right, and then here's the second generation, the second version that VEO3 created.
Okay, low key, can you believe we aren't real?
I don't know about you, honey. I'm
100% real.
Yeah, bet. We're as real as they come.
All right, so in this next one, I tried to get two trains heading towards each other. They smash into each other, huge explosion, and for some reason, I just could not get it to work. But let me show you what did generate. So here was my first attempt. Two massive trains going full speed, running into each other, large explosion, hyper detailed. Let me play that now. Next, I thought, okay, let me add some more detail to the prompt. Maybe that'll be better. Show two massive bullet trains heading straight for each other on the same track, like from an action movie, and then they slam into each other with a massive explosion and crash. Now you can already see from the entry frame, they are not on the same track. They are not even heading in the same direction. But if I play it, here's what that looks like. So the audio is pretty darn good. They're not even going all that fast, especially because they're bullet trains, and then they all of a sudden just explode. The explosion itself looks really good, but there's no reason for it to explode. I wanted them to crash into each other. And then here's the second generation from that batch. Yeah, so decent, but certainly not what I wanted it to do. All right, and of course I had to give it the Rubiks Cube simulation. Let's see if it was able to do it. All right, so kind of, but not really close. I mean, the actual Rubiks Cube looks really good, although it doesn't have any colors on the sides. The movement sounds really good, but it's not actually moving like you would think a Rubiks Cube should. All right, let me give you the second generation. All right, so I'd say this one is actually a little bit better, except obviously towards the end, the hand doesn't look real at all. But the Rubiks Cube, all of the colors, all of the shapes, it looks really good, except yeah, as you can see right here, there's like a little piece that falls off of it or gets added to it that is not what a Rubik's Cube looks like. All right, so I gave it a slightly more detailed prompt. Give me a video of a Rubik's Cube starting from an unsolved position and being solved in 3D. Yeah, that one is definitely not right. And then all of a sudden, it does not get solved. And the second one, the hand looks better. That's weird. And it kind of just changes frames for a second. But yeah, either way, that is not what's in a Rubik's Cube. Look at this. It actually looks really cool. Look at all of these detailed gears inside the Rubik's Cube. All right, but of course, you are all familiar with this meme. And what if you get VEO3 to make a video out of it?
Are you serious right now? I can't believe you! You are unbelievable.
Do you have an idea that you've been putting off for a while because you don't have the technical knowledge to turn it into reality? With Hostinger Horizons, this is now possible. Hostinger just launched Hostinger Horizons, which is the easiest way to launch full applications with no code. This is vibe coding, but even easier because the deployment happens automatically. Hostinger Horizons is an all-in-one solution. Manage hosting, domains, and email all in one place while being able to take your idea from concept to full production launch in minutes. So here's how it works. Submit your idea, basically prompt it, then their AI will generate you a web app and you can iterate on it as much as you want. Just tell the AI what edits you want and it will make it. Then one click, launch your application and start using it yourself or give it to your customers, your friends, your family, whoever. So get a free trial today with Hostinger Horizons. Use my code Matthew10 to get 10% off your first month. Thanks again to Hostinger for sponsoring this video. Now back to the video. All right, Javi Lopez, there's no way Hollywood won't be affected by this. I created this whole scene in less than 2 hours using VEO3, Magnific for upscaling, Suno for music, except for the first 3 seconds, and CapCut for editing. All right, so let's take a look. We have kind of an 80s vibe here. Kind of looks like Back to the Future-ish. I mean, it's far from perfect, but it's only going to get better from here. All right, grabs the book kind of disappears, a little bit of error there. Something spooky about the book. The book is glowing. He's reading it. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's so loud. All right, so 2 hours, that's all it took. And Javi Lopez explains step by step how he created this video. I'll drop the link down in the description below. All right, now over to Alex and he'll show you a couple of his.
So the very first thing that I tried out, and I can't stop laughing at it, just looking at it, shrimp fried rice. And yeah, it's pretty good. I think he kind of looks more like, I don't know, a lobster or something than a shrimp, but that's the first one. Here's the second one. He's just kind of using the force to toss the wok. The first one was definitely better. Next, I kind of wanted to see if it could nail the horror vibe with like aliens in a dark alley. So check this out. I think the only thing that it didn't do super well in this video is the sound effects are just okay. If we look over at the second one, it did a way better job with the sound effects. Yeah, I mean, that's great. Even when the alien kind of like walks in front of the light, it covers the light on the ground. It's pretty dang impressive. Also, I accidentally made this one originally with VEO2 because it's auto set to VEO2 for some reason. But yeah, let's check out the difference between the two with the exact same prompt. So yeah, this is VEO2 and it did not do a great job. This is the second video that VEO2 made and yeah, not as good. All right, then I thought, what's the most American thing that I can make? A cowboy riding a half motorcycle, half horse, jumping through a ring of fire. Let's see what VEO made. I mean, it does not get more American than this. Here's the second video. That ring of fire is like a ring of, I don't even know, hair. It looks very weird. The third and fourth video also weren't great. I guess that one's kind of cool. It kind of explodes, but the motorcycle just has a horse tail, I guess. And here's the fourth video. He kind of just jumps off of nothing. Sure. Yeah, that one definitely was the worst of all of them. I don't know what VEO was doing. All right, Matt, back to you.
But remember, Flow from Google, which houses VEO3, is not just about creating 7-second clips. You should be able to create entire videos from it. It basically allows you to take these clips and put them together in really unique ways. Here's one that is if Jurassic Park were actually real. Check this out.
We are on our way to Jurassic Park. I am so excited. I've always wanted to go, and finally we are doing it. It's gonna be great. Right, Jason?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, bye.
All right, we're here.
Got the dinosaurs, got all the people watching. I mean, everybody looks really good. There's no limbs coming out of them.
Guys, nice
This
to definitely
dinosaur
bite your
doesn't
hand
look
off. Got it?
fantastic.
All right, who's first?
All of these dinosaurs don't look hyper realistic. I think they could have done a little bit better of a job there. It looks like animatronics, to be honest, but still, this is all from AI generated video. See, I think this is actually what would be more realistic. This dinosaur, even though it's a little baby, looks more like a bird, which I believe is what dinosaurs actually looks like. They kind of discovered that in the last decade or so. More of a beak on the front. You could see the feathers. So I think this one looks really good. Of course, you have the Jurassic Park gate. I would have liked to see a scary scene or two part of this Jurassic Park video.
Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see kind of like the horror aspect of it. So I asked it to make a video of a T-Rex chasing tourists out of Jurassic Park. So here's the first one that it did. And the tourists are running towards the T-Rex, I guess. And he kind of just phases through them. Let's check out the second clip. In the second clip, they're actually running away. Yep, there's the T-Rex. He comes out. That's a much more like cinematic shot of it as well, I think. Also, this guy is huge. He's like 7 feet tall. You notice like everybody else's height is like around here and he just bloop. He's huge. All right, in the third clip, this is definitely one of the better just kind of like overall shots. The camera even like is walking, backing up, which I think is really cool. And in the fourth one, the gates actually swing open in this one. And yeah, he's kind of just standing there menacingly. For the most part, I think it did a pretty good job. All right, back to Matt.
All right, here's Ethan Mollik, who used VEO3 to create fictional product reviews. And yeah, it does YouTube review style very well. And yeah, maybe my job is actually at risk. Let's watch.
Should you get a portal to Narnia from IKEA? Let's review.
So now let's talk about what's probably the most interesting feature on this transparent tablet, the actual glass screen.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about this thing is it has...
All right, so this is one thing I've noticed with these VEO3 videos. Whenever it has a human talking, there's always these awkward pauses. It's just a half second too long of a pause. And that's where you really can see it's AI generated. But most of the time you can't. In fact, you know that opening clip that we did in this video? I showed that to my wife and said, somebody copied our channel, and I just showed it to her and didn't say anything else. And she looked at it and she was like, oh, that sucks. And then I had to tell her it was AI because it looked that real. All right, let's keep watching.
Heated seats.
Check this out. Look at that, just slice right through. The N9 portable fusion reactor is small and almost meltdown free. Almost.
This is the best flying experience ever. These controls are amazing.
All right, so I thought that was really good. But it's not only good at doing dialogue, it can also do songs. Check this out.
You think you know what's
And by the way, these captions, part of VEO3, and match the words from the song exactly. All right, check it out.
what's real, but you don't and you never did. You think you know.
Yeah, pretty good. And it seems to have very little care of copyright claims because look at this, Darth Vader.
The Force is strong in this one.
All right, here's another street style interview. Listen to the accents. It's really good.
You know, none of this is real, right? It's all just AI?
See, that's the problem with men. They think us women are just AI prompts.
Okay, we're done here. Have you heard about the prompt theory going viral on TikTok?
Prompt theory? No, what's that?
The theory claims we're all just AI.
AI? No, I'm a Taurus.
You know, none of this is real, right? It's all just AI?
Yeah, I know all about the prompt theory. It's true, for sure.
No, I was joking. You might actually be crazy.
Bro, my wife thinks we're just prompts.
Oh, brother. She must think she lives on a spinning water ball also.
All right, next, this is one of ours. Boy band dancing and singing a very catchy song. Here it is.
we came to party tonight, yeah.
Okay, I like how the guy just showed up in the background all of a sudden. Look at this. Right there. Who is that guy? Yeah, as I said, it's far from perfect, but it's so good. All right, here's another version.
Tonight, we're gonna make it loud. Yeah, we're gonna make you proud.
All right, next I wanted to test the physics and see how well VEO3 handled physics. So I gave it a prompt to create a Rube Goldberg machine. All right, here's the first one. Looks like in a wood shop, bunch of marbles. I see some dominoes, some gears. Let's give it a look. Yeah, although it looks cool, I can't really see any continuous motion from one piece to another, but let's see the other ones. Here's another one. Okay. It definitely has the feeling of a Rube Goldberg machine, but it's not actually working. Here's a very complex one. This looks like steampunk almost. Yeah, not quite good. How about this last one? Glass, metal. Yeah, going in the opposite way. Wow, okay. Was not expecting that. Here's one that I thought was pretty good. Check this one out. Got a marble rolling down the wood slide. Changes colors a little bit. Jumps. Got the little clown in the box, opens up. So yeah, that one I think is the best. All right, back to Alex again.
Next, I thought of a time lapse of New York City being built out of Legos. Yeah, it kind of just spawns Legos in rather than like people building them, but I mean, it looks cool. It's fine. This second one is definitely worse. The pieces are just kind of flying out and the skyline of New York City is built. Next, I kind of wanted to see what VEO would make if it made a visual representation of the fourth dimension. Here's the first clip. So it kind of glazes over the whole fourth dimension thing. Let's check out the second clip. He pushes a button, it makes a little portal, and it kind of flies out. It's pretty cool. The visual effects, I think, are absolutely the highlight for VEO3, for sure. Now, one thing VEO3's absurdly good at is food. So the next video I made was all of the ingredients of a hamburger kind of just falling slowly onto the bun. Check it out. And yep, there it goes. It definitely looks like somebody is dropping it. The bacon's kind of just being held there. And it doesn't even finish it. Let's check out the second video. Oh, the second video looks much better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Still no top bun. It just started a new video and put some mayo on some ingredients, I guess. Sure. Next, I wanted to try out its take on a cel-shaded, realistic human. Let's see what it came up with. That's pretty dang cool. I like that a lot, actually. I would like to see like a whole scene shot in this style. Let's check out clip number 2, which looks to be kind of just more of the same. But yeah, I mean, this is still very cool. One of the things I've seen floating around Twitter is stand-up comedy. It seems to do just like one-liner puns pretty well. So let's see what it came up with.
I tried to start a band called 1023 Megabytes. But we never got a gig.
I mean, it's pretty good. The first time that I watched it, I did actually laugh out loud. That was actually pretty funny. Next, I just asked it to make a detailed look at the solar system. And yeah, I think it did an all right job. Let's check out the second clip. Now, this one I think is a bit better, but VEO3 kind of likes to put objects in front of the camera when it's backing out, like that right there. And it kind of just like spawns a planet right in front of the camera. And yeah, it doesn't look the best, but honestly, it's pretty good. All right, back to Matt.
All right, next, I wanted to see if it could create the game Portal, but hyper realistic. Essentially, what I wanted it to do is what I say here. A medium build man in his 30s wearing a futuristic tactical suit with glowing blue accents stands in a dimly lit industrial room with exposed pipes, metal walls, and flickering lights. He holds a sleek high-tech portal gun with glowing rings along the barrel. So it has that. Basically everything so far, it did pretty well. And by the way, I used prompt expansion for this. And by the way, if you want to learn about prompt expansion and a bunch of other prompting techniques and other AI topics, be sure to check out forwardfuture.ai. It's our newsletter, but we also have a ton of tutorials in there. Forwardfuture.ai. So a surge of energy crackles, a swirling blue-orange portal opens with a soft hum and a wave of light. The man takes a step forward, pauses with slight hesitation, then confidently hops into the portal. All right, so I'm not going to read the entire thing, but let me just show it to you. Opens up the portal. I think it looks decent, but he didn't go through. You don't see the reflection of one portal through the other. So not exactly what I asked for, but it's decently good. And then I think this one, in terms of just visuals, looks incredible, although it's not what I asked for. Yeah, so pretty good. You only saw his reflection through the portal for about a frame or two, but it wasn't that good anyways. But the visuals, again, the visuals, the detail, the clarity, all really, really impressive. All right, next, Meta Puppet made a video called This is Plastic, made with VEO 3. Spoilers in next post, watch before reading. So this is a 2-minute, 45-second video, quite long. I'm not gonna play it in full. I'm gonna skip around a little bit, but let me show you.
Studies have revealed that microplastics are being found in human testicles, raising concerns.
You can never
about the
trust these
potential
studies.
impact on male reproductive health.
Okay. That is hilarious. And remember, all of this was put together using Flow plus VEO 3. These are both Google products. So you have a little plastic baby. God, it's so sad.
Who's hungry?
Oh my gosh. This is terrifying.
That's it. Keep going.
Well, you're so lucky he's naturally buoyant and you don't have to watch him.
Is it Bob?
No, he doesn't need sunscreen or anything. He just gets softer as he warms up.
Aw. Here he starts to get a little bit older now. He's in maybe high school. Everybody's making fun of him.
What the hell was that? That's the new commercial for plastic. We think if we humanize plastic, people won't think it's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I just felt bad for it.
Marketing approved that?
No, we fired marketing.
I feel like it's missing action. Yeah, maybe there could be like a chase or a shootout.
Explosions.
Maybe the Matrix thing.
Maybe his plastic gets stronger as he gets older.
All right, so that's all I want to show you. Check out the full video. I'll drop a link down below. And here's another one, a 3-minute alien invasion movie. This is incredible. I mean, again, this is the worst it'll ever be. And so if we do not think all content is going to be changed dramatically by this, I think we're wrong.
Panic is spreading worldwide tonight as the arrival of the unidentified vessels triggers states of emergency across every continent.
They're here! They have come for us! They're gonna kill us!
Don't look at me like that. I paid for this cheese. Also, does it matter? We're all gonna be dead anyway.
Attention. By order of the National Emergency Act, martial law is now in effect. All civilians must remain indoors.
I'm telling you, it's just a hologram. Government cooked this up to keep us inside.
Imagine they come in peace. No lasers from the sky. Imagine they come in peace.
Oh, that's cool. This is like a Zoom call. Look how well it does it. That it just knows what a Zoom call looks like.
Just hovering in the sky.
To everyone struggling out there, stay strong. We're all in this together. Stay grounded, stay human. Lead with love.
Did you add sugar?
Okay, guys, I snuck past the military and I'm
And look at this. This is like a TikTok video, and all of the emojis are swimming up. There's the live button. You have the number of viewers. This looks so real.
literally under the alien ship right now. If this gets 1 million likes, I'll go beyond the fence.
All right, folks, time for the Meet Aliens TikTok challenge. Light it, genius! Oh my God!
They are definitely here for us. Anyway, you can learn more by buying my brand new online course, Learn How to Channel with Aliens.
All right, look at the amount of complexity and interaction between objects in this section. It is truly stunning. Watch this.
They're
They're gone. The ship's gone. We made it.
This is insane, man. I don't even know what we're celebrating, but we're still here.
The addition of audio to VEO3 is really the killer feature here. All right, and I want to leave you with this last video, possibly the most detailed, most hyper-realistic AI-generated video I have ever seen. Watch this.
Fight for your freedom! Obianemos pro Roma!
All right, so that's it. What did you think of VEO3? It's pretty crazy, right? And if you don't want Alex to replace me with VEO3, let him know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribing, and
I'll see you in the next one.